Well, after 6 days behind closed doors, jury deliberations in the insider trading trial of Raj Rajaratnam is going to have a fresh start following the dismissal of one of the jurors. For more, we're joined by Peckar Abramson partner Tom Curran. He's a white-collar crime specialist, worked under Morgenthau.
The boss, yeah.
Exactly, the boss. No small character in legal circles. Okay, Tom, so they replaced, as I was telling you, a 70-year-old bookkeeper, a woman with a 39-year-old Parks employee from Westchester, New York.
Sure.
What happens here? I mean, how does that change? How does that change the game here, if it does?
Technically, it's a new jury, and they have to, as a matter of law, start from the beginning. But that doesn't, it's not as if they're all new, and they will bring the new person along. And I don't expect that they're going to start, and you'll have to start all 6 days and all discussions. They will bring the new juror along who has not been part of the deliberations to this point. And I think you know, the need for an alternate was anticipated because otherwise they would have dismissed the alternates when the jury went in to deliberate, you know, a week and a half ago, because as constituted, it would have been anticipated that they could have done the job. I think that there was a sense that maybe they might need them. So
that juror number 2 apparently had voiced already some health problems.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that that was anticipated. Generally, when the jury goes in, if as constituted, they think that that jury can do the job one way or the other, they will dismiss. The counsel will agree to the dismissal of the alternates.
Now, when this happens, I know I'm just asking you to speculate, but when this happens, it changes the chemistry somewhat in the room. You've got a new person. Is that good or bad for the defendant?
Well, I think the reports last week were that the jury could be heard laughing. And as a general matter, and again, reading tea leaves, but a general matter, a laughing jury is not a good defendant jury. So interrupting that dynamic, even by replacing one with another, might be a good thing for the defense. It also disrupts the continuity of the deliberations, which also help, and it might affect the other 11, like, oh, man, we have to start all over again, and the rest of it. Also, it's a new personality, and you don't know what you're losing and what you're replacing. That works for the defense as a practical matter, I think.
And you said something interesting, right? You said that oftentimes what the people in the room are talking about as they're deliberating is totally different than what the alternate jurors are thinking are important in a case, right?
Yeah,
you found that in your experience?
Oh, yeah. I refused to talk to alternates. I did it once, and I learned that.
But could you talk to them during deliberation?
Well, yes. After they were dismissed, the actual jurors would go in to deliberate. We would agree that the alternates could be dismissed, and some people talked to the alternates, and I did that once, and I never did it again because what that person's view of the evidence is, as I found out, totally different than what comes out of the dynamic of those 12 people in that room exchanging ideas and working through the evidence together, maybe. And actually, it was really quite depressing because when I did speak to an alternate once, I thought I'd lost my case, and it wound up winning. So it's
so you don't want to spook, yeah.
That dynamic of the jury deliberation as a group, the 12 people in there, you know, that you can't underestimate that, and they take their job seriously and they work together, and it's a difficult job, but if they're laughing like the report said they were,
that's bad for Raj.
Yeah, generally that's not a good thing.
But Raj has been missing. He's been missing because of foot surgery.
Sure.
Does that have any impact at all, that he's been absent?
No, you know, to the extent the jury comes in and they see that he's not there, the judge will explain that he's excused. And jurors rely upon the judge. It's an uncomfortable position, and I think that they look to the judge to tell them, you know, and to guide them. And I think they will accept that, as they accept most of the things, or all the things that the court will say.
Okay, Tom, thank you.
Thanks
really
for having
appreciate
me.
you joining us. And Tom, by the way, is the man that Bernie Madoff's lawyer Ira Sorkin calls the best lawyer he knows on white-collar defense. So there you go, Tom. Kudos to you.